two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it down!
Allentown, Pennsylvania. Yes, the one from the Billy Joel tune is the backdrop for tonight's Rwl Sn Rl. Good evening to all of you. Wally Cardell here, along with Johnny G.B. Bianco, and of course, the dulcet tones of General Manager Hangman Tex Lynch. Fans, there's set to be a Supercard Monday, April 28th. It's taking shape as we go to air, and I'm sure a good deal of what happens here tonight will help shape that Supercard even more, so more. Details to you when we get our hands on them.
Howdy, folks. How you doing tonight? Yep, that's right, Wally. Me and Steve Groves are already brainstorming on this one, and it's shaping up to be an explosive 3-hour card. And of course, I'm your go-to guy for details, so as soon as I get them, you guys will get them, and you folks out there watching will get them too.
Scusi me, boss.
You know?
But everyone is wondering, so I have to ask you, how's Liberty Belle Danielle coming along with her recovery?
Glad you asked. We're going to cover that a little bit later. Right now, let's have a listen to the United Kingdoms and Grace Fenwick.
That's right, Planet. The United Kingdoms are back in the fight again, and Ballarat Jack and my brilliantly wicked Niles Wickizer are going to commence their climb back up the tag team division ladder, with our first casualties being Jim Hondo and the Great Ramula. I want you all to watch us tonight. What Ballarat Jack Jones did to Mad Dog Mark McCary. That was just a look at what's ahead for this tag team division. So, Ramula and the Hawaiian Lion had best be prepared.
The First Lady of Pain, Grace Fenwick, doing a little bragging on her boys, the United Kingdoms. They are back tonight, and they're going 2-on-2 against Big Jim Hondo, the Hawaiian Lion, and the Great Ramula.
Hondo and Ramula have just been handed a difficult pop quiz for this matchup.
Yep.
They lost a heartbreaker last week to Bulldog Brower and George the Animal Steele. And it'd be a big win for the boys to take down the UKs in their first match back together.
Tonight's opening contest, a tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first at a combined weight of 486 pounds from Kona, Hawaii, the Hawaiian Lion, Big Jim Hondo, and from Hyderabad, India, the Great Ramula.
Well, these two Hall of Famers have been doing it for years and continue to do it. Hondo and Ramula have had the distinction of facing so many tag teams it would just take too damn long for us to run down the list. And they are continuing to do it tonight, and they're going to try and foil the United Kingdoms in their return matchup. And it is Christmas time. Whee!
Their opponents, accompanied by Grace Fenwick, at a combined weight of 530 pounds from Bournemouth, England, Niles Wickizer, and from Victoria, Australia, Ballarat Jack Jones, the United Kingdoms.
And man, oh man alive, did Ballarat Jack take his 10 pounds of flesh out of Mad Dog McKay and Philly at the Spectrum 2 weeks ago, and that was on his own. Tonight, he and Niles Wickizer, a well-versed duo, with their tag timing and double-team skills down in their sleeve, against two seasoned veteran players like Hondo and Ramula, who have the same skills and have been doing it way longer. Beautiful card opener, Senior Tex.
Well, muchas gracias, Senor Wally. Yeah, it is a pretty good card opener. Big Jim Hondo and Ballarat Jack starting us off here. Referee Tom Canamora sounds the bell. Well, men are a little bit tentative about coming center ring here, but Hondo over the shoulders of Ballarat Jack. Down he goes, Flapjack face first into the canvas. Ballarat Jack with a kick to the back of Big Jim Hondo. Hondo counters with a shot to the midsection. Head scissor takedown. Nicely done by the Hawaiian Lion. Hondo rounds up Ballarat Jack Jones. Snapmare, warms it up, flip over neck whip. He's trying to give him a nice case of whiplash. Kick to the chest. The Hawaiian Lion not doing too badly for himself. Stomp to the midsection. Seems to be pacing himself pretty nicely. Elbow right to the back of Ballarat Jack Jones. Oh, here we go. Grace Fenwick coming up to her hind leg, starting a mess. Getting into it with Hondo. Here comes Ballarat Jack. Goes behind. Inverted Russian leg sweep face first. Jeff Jarrett calls it a stroke. Here we go. Niles Wickhauser comes in on the tag. Wickhauser whips Hondo to the ropes. They collide with no result. Niles Wickhauser setting it up for the pile driver. Oh, man, there it is right across. Oh, man. Big Jim Hondo starting to take some lumps here. Belly-to-belly suplex from Niles Wickhauser. Follows it up with a stomp. Big Jim Hondo catching it. Elbows to the shoulder of Hondo. Niles Wickhauser. Counter. Back body drop for Niles Wickhauser, and he fell pretty hard. There's a stomp from Hondo. Chin lock. Referee checking Niles Wickhauser, but he gets out of the hole pretty quick. Hondo with a quick counter and a Russian leg sweep for Niles Wickhauser. Wick starting to catch a little payback here. Big Jim Hondo gets him up into a seated position. Now up on one knee. He is sure taking his time with this project. Vertical suplex from Big Jim Hondo. Hondo gathers up Niles Wickhauser. Wickhauser counters. Hondo whipped into the far corner. Hondo counters with an elbow. And a monkey toss. Over goes Niles Wickhauser. And here comes Ballarat Jack Jones for the first time. Hondo counters. Hondo counters again. What a beautiful arm drag. That judo-style arm drag from Big Jim Hondo. And now Ballarat Jack Jones into a chin lock. Tom Kanamura checking on the angry Aussie. He escapes the hold. Elbow takes down Big Jim Hondo. Another one takes him down a second time and a third. Big Jim Hondo seriously catching it from the angry Australian. Another vertical suplex from Ballarat Jack. And he has been on fire since he laid it on Mad Dog Mark McKay at Philly. That was something. Oh, man. And here's a clutch. Another possible submission. Big Jim Hondo gonna have to find his way out. And he sure as hell does. Takes down Ballarat Jack center ring. Same time doing it. Oh, wow. The Hawaiian Lion whips Ballarat Jack to his team's corner. The Great Ramula still hasn't had a chance to participate here. Oh, Luke Thez press from Ballarat Jack. Hard right hands on the head of Big Jim Hondo. Ballarat Jack rounds Hondo up. Hondo counters, whips him out onto the apron, and then brings him back in the hard way. Well, now, Ballarat Jack Jones started this one off pretty strong, but he's on the receiving end right now. Shoulder claw from Big Jim Hondo. A leg sweep from Ballarat Jack. Jack steps out. Ramula tags in. Niles Wickhauser tags in. Clothesline from the Great Ramula. Beautiful takedown. A third one. And Niles Wickhauser is laid out center ring. Big Jim Hondo getting to his feet on the outside. Grace Van Wyck fighting with the Great Ramula. Wickhauser slams him down. Sit out slam. Niles Wickhauser, a real mean one, clubs the Great Ramula upside his head. Ramula whips Niles into the corner. Niles counters. Niles Wickhauser with a knee to the midsection of the Great Ramula. Ramula whipped to the far corner hard. Niles Wickhauser gathers him up. Hangs him up off the top rope and yanks it. Oh, man, down goes the Great Ramula. The star of Hyderabad starting off on a bad foot in this matchup. Niles Wickhauser kicks him in his side. Ramula back on his feet. Tags him a right, tags him a second one, tags him a third one. Down goes Niles Wickhauser. The Great Ramula. Small but wiry. Here we go. Beautiful crossbody. Here's a cover. 1, 2, but no, Niles Wickhauser powering his way out of the pin. Oh, here we go, bottle cap time, but no, Niles Wickhauser gets back up on his feet, tags Ramula with a shot to the midsection. Up over the shoulders goes the Great Rwmula, an elbow counter, and he's out of it. Rwmula counters, has Niles up on his shoulder, has him. Oh, look at the power of the Great Rwmula. Wow. Military press drop. And somehow a chair found its way into the ring. I wonder how that happened. Whoa. Schoolyard bully beatdown from the Great Rwmula. The Star of Hyderabad firing back on Niles Wickhauser. Whips him into his team's corner. Arm drag from Niles Wickhauser. Wickhauser with a knee and a set of wicked kicks to the chest puts the Great Rwmula down on the canvas on his back. Look at this, Grace Fenwick trying to mess with that turnbuckle. Niles Wickhauser deciding what he wants to do next here. Ballarat Jack Jones comes in on the tag. The Great Rwmula moves in. Whips Ballarat Jack to his team's corner. Ballarat Jack counters. Referees demanding that Grace Fenwick chill out. Ballarat Jack Jones rounds up the Great Rwmula. Stomp puller. Oh, man. Stretching it. Rwmula counters, rolls out of it. Back on his feet. Referee needs to get that damn chair out of there already. Rwmula rounds up Ballarat Jack. Ballarat Jack counters, whips him into his team's corner. Ballarat Jack has Rwmula up. Hangs him up in the tree. Whoa, this ain't going to be good for the Great Rwmula. Whoa! Savage kick to the midsection. Out rolls the Great Rwmula. He counters, quickly gets back up on his feet. Again, Grace Fenwick stalling for time here. Finally, Tom Canamora getting that chair the hell out of here. Now, man, here we go. Ballarat Jack quickly countered by the Great Rwmula. Wow, did you see that one? But back in control very quickly. Hangs Rwmula off the top rope. Yanks it again. Down goes the Great Rwmula center ring. Ballarat Jack Jones. Stomp to the back of the Great Rwmula. And there's a flip over neck whip. And man, the Great Rwmula a long way from any help here. Single leg crab center ring. Tom Canamora checking the Great Rwmula. Rwmula trying to make his way to the ropes, but no good. Has to force his way out. Gets back up on his feet. Here comes Niles Wickhauser on the tag. Forearm. Takes down Rwmula. Swing and a miss from Niles Wickhauser. Gets Rwmula up on his shoulders, but Rwmula counters with an elbow. The Great Rwmula has Niles Wickhauser up. Beautiful Oklahoma slam from the Great Rwmula. Wow. The Star of Hyderabad giving it back as good as he's been getting it. Rounds up Niles Wickhauser. Wickhauser up on one knee. Rwmula has him by the trunks. Beautiful, man, beautiful vertical suplex from the Great Rwmula. Rwmula rounds up Niles Wickhauser. And oh man, here we go. Wickhauser whipped into Rwmula's team's corner. Elbows to the side of the skull of Niles Wickhauser, and down he goes. Rwmula really showing off here a little bit. The Star of Hyderabad whips Niles into his team's corner again. Niles Wickhauser with a kick, counters and escapes the corner. Oh, and into an abdominal, are you kidding me? An abdominal stretch with an abdominal claw. Well, now that's some sadistic stuff. Grace Fenwick must be loving that one. Down goes the Great Rwmula. That could be it right there. Niles Wickhauser covers 1, 2, 3, and yes, sir, and ma'am, it is the UK's defeating Hondo and Rwmula by pinfall. Let's get the official time.
The time, exactly 10 minutes. The winners by pinfall, the United Kingdom. Bummer was holding out for an upset from Hondo and Rwmula, but I guess it just wasn't in the cards. The UK's just had it going on, and they were performing like a well-oiled machine, putting down any possible shifts in momentum towards their opponents, who were losing complete control of things. Now, with the United Kingdom's back in the gold hunt, things are gonna shake up in the tag team division. Tough break for Hondo and Rwmula, heading to losses in a row. Hope they can get it together soon.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure they will. More RWL Sn Rl when we come back from the break, folks. Stick around.
Straight ahead gang, cruiserweight action, and whoa, this one promises to be a ride. Japanese star Akira Tozawa locking up with Latino heat. Eddie Guerrero, this is set to be one to watch.
and Eddie's got China with him at ringside. Should make it more colorful.
This next contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 168 pounds, Akira Tozawa.
Whether he's on his own like this match or partners with Shinsuke Nakamura, Akira Tozawa always delivers a quality performance. And just wowzers, against Eddie Guerrero, one of the all-time great cruiserweight stars with his lucha libre style, and of course, his chicanery, both inside and outside the ring. No doubt China could also be an instrumental factor in Guerrero's favor, but the smash-mouth Japanese strong style of Tozawa is gonna make this a barn burner and 3/4.
That's like Myron Shimmerman said, we have got one of the greatest cruiserweight divisions on the planet, my friends. This is going to be a barn burner indeed, Mr. Cardell.
And his opponent, accompanied by the ninth wonder of the world, China, from El Paso, Texas, weighing 224 pounds, Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero.
Latino Heat, with his lying, cheating, stealing ways, and with China backing him up, there's no telling how high Eddie Guerrero can fly. And he's already a high flyer all on his own. I'm gonna say Eddie is gonna get the 3 count in this one. Tozawa was admittedly great during the Japan tour, but Eddie's riding a hot wave right now. So he's got my vote tonight, and these Allentown fans will be behind him too.
Eddie's been involved with some of the greatest cruiserweight matches in the history of pro wrestling. Legendary stars like Tiger Mask, Yushin Liger, Dean Malenko, and many more memorable matchups with big-name stars. And I think he's gonna have Tozawa at a king-size disadvantage.
Yeah, but don't count Tozawa out, like I said. On his own, he ain't too bad. I mean, he's great with Shinsuke Nakamura by his side, but he can hold his own in a one-on-one. And well, as you can hear, Eddie Guerrero getting quite a bit of fan support here. Well, like what Tozawa's done with his hair. Huh. All right, Tom Kanemaru sounds the bell. The men from center ring. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Akira Tozawa escorting Eddie Guerrero to the ropes. Tozawa dribbling Eddie Guerrero off the ropes with forearms to the back. Goes behind, another forearm to the back. Guerrero counter, whips Tozawa into the corner, a slap across the chest. Eddie Guerrero quickly rebounds off the ropes. Boom! Drop kick to the side of the head. And Akira Tozawa, Latino Heat, knows he's got this crowd behind him in this matchup. Oh, stomp to the back right there. Clubbing overhand right. Latino Heat rounds Tozawa up, escorts him towards the far corner. Head first into the turnbuckle he goes. Akira Tozawa with the leg draped over the rope and a kick right to the calf, and that is a painful thing. Eddie Guerrero countered by Tozawa with a kick to the midsection. Tozawa whips Guerrero into the ropes, into the corner. Guerrero counters and escapes. Rebound off the ropes. Beautiful drop kick right there. Oh, Eddie Guerrero covers. 1, 2. That was near fall pretty early in this matchup. Got to be impressed with Eddie Guerrero, man. Latino Heat. Been hot since China came back on the scene. Got his mamacita back tilt to world backbreaker. Beautifully executed by Eddie Guerrero. He's driving knee into the back of Akira Tozawa. And the momentum is starting to slip away from Akira Tozawa. Eddie Guerrero delivers another stomp to the back. Tozawa in big trouble. Eddie Guerrero really rocking it here. Latino Heat really laying it in. Tozawa tried to rebound off the ropes. Guerrero too quick with this. Into a modified abdominal stretch, gets the leg involved in the project. Tozawa struggles his way out, turns it into a hip toss, finds his way out of the hole, delivers a stomp to the head of Eddie Guerrero. The knee to the skull, and Akira Tozawa quickly regaining control of this matchup. Eddie Guerrero Rolling himself outside for a break. Does not. Ooh, man, what a crash and burn. Akira Tozawa right through the middle ropes and just face first into the mats. Eddie Guerrero stomping the hands and fingers of Akira Tozawa. Guerrero rolls him back inside the ring. Brings himself in over the top rope. Latino Heat swings and misses. Tozawa nails him with a running kick. Driving knee into the back of Eddie Guerrero. China looking a little bit concerned here. Akira Tozawa, an arm snap on Eddie Guerrero. Clubbing right to the back of the head. Tozawa, devastating forearm, stuns Guerrero pretty good. Kick to the midsection. Akira Tozawa. Whoa, man, what a roll right there. A destroyer. Beautifully done. Akira Tozawa up on the middle ropes. Trying to rally some fan support here. Knows Eddie Guerrero's the favored guy. Rebounds off the rope. That did not work. Right on his keister. That did not work out too good. Tozawa rebounds off the ropes. Basement drop kick to the side of the head of Eddie Guerrero. Tozawa swings and misses. They lock up. Guerrero escorted to the ropes by Tozawa. A kick to the leg. Tozawa stretching the arm of Eddie Guerrero. They lock up again. Guerrero whipped to the ropes. Swing and miss from Tozawa. Guerrero catches right into a running kick. Tozawa holds it way up on the top. Diving headbutt. Perfectly executed too. Akira Tozawa giving Guerrero a run for his money for sure. Swing and a miss from Tozawa. Eddie Guerrero locks him up, rebounds off the ropes, has him up, slams him face down into the canvas. Guerrero going for a cover here. Just one. Tozawa finding his way out of the pin. Takes a moment to the outside. Eddie Guerrero gonna join him. They lock up. Guerrero rolls back inside the ring. Tozawa rolls himself inside the ring too. Basement dropkick quickly takes Guerrero down. Guerrero quickly back up on his feet. Locks up Tozawa. Head first into the turnbuckle. Eddie Guerrero puts him right back into the corner again. Drapes the leg over the rope. Another kick to the cat. Oh, that was bad. Tozawa in a seated position in the far corner. Eddie Guerrero putting the boot to the throat. Akira Tozawa. The Latino Heat. A little bit of line cheating and stealing out there exposes the turnbuckle. Didn't even need China to do it. Head first over the turnbuckle. Oh, man. Eddie Guerrero has him up. Tozawa counters with a series of shots to the head of Eddie Guerrero. They lock up again. Guerrero escorted towards the ropes. Tozawa pops him up. Pitches him to the outside between the ropes, and Akira Tozawa is getting ready to charge. Eddie Guerrero don't even see it coming. Here's the rebound off the ropes, and whoa, beautiful. Oh, man. Okay. Shut up. Akira Tozawa putting his body on the line for that one. Hey, Guerrero caught it all. Man. Neckbreaker from Tozawa. Eddie Guerrero back on the trouble side of the scale here. Oh, beautiful senton from Akira Tozawa. Referee Tom Canamora trying to get the boys back inside the ring here. Eddie Guerrero counters. Tozawa right into the corners of the ring steps. Latino Heat with a kick to the midsection. Sets him up over the shoulder. Tozawa just a step too quick. Delivers the kick. Goes behind. German suplex on the outside. Referee Tom Canamora continuing to count the boys here. Tozawa rounds up Guerrero. And Guerrero puts on the brakes. Evades the ring steps by inches. Tozawa up on the top rope. Another high-risk maneuver coming up. Looks like Guerrero up on his feet. Tozawa with a beautiful missile shoulder. Right to the chest of Eddie Guerrero. The count restarted by the referee. Tozawa drives a kick into the leg of Eddie Guerrero. He has definitely lost control of this one. Guerrero again evading the ring steps as Tozawa rolls himself back inside, but he is all messed up. Referee Tom Canamora keeping an eye on Eddie Guerrero, and he is laid out. On the outside near the far corner, Akira Tozawa biding his time inside the ring. China trying to distract Tozawa. Eddie Guerrero slipping his way back inside the ring. Here he goes, chop block. Down goes Akira Tozawa. Lying and cheating and stealing. Here's a kick to the back. Here's a driving knee into the back. Akira Tozawa finding himself back in trouble again. China cheering on Eddie Guerrero. A knee right into the head. Tom Kanamura repairing the turnbuckle. A driving knee into the head of Tozawa. Another driving knee into the back. Guerrero misses with that one. Tozawa charges. Hurricane Rana. Putting Eddie Guerrero right center ring. He went for a ride on that one. Kick to the back from Tozawa. Akira Tozawa drives a knee into the head of Eddie Guerrero in retaliation. Tozawa does it again, and oh man, both guys are busted open now. Akira Tozawa making his way to the top turnbuckle, far corner, diving headbutt right to the skull of Eddie Guerrero, and he is, oh man, shut up, he's gonna do it again. Oh man, what the hell? Oh, Santon. Well, that should about do it. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. Wrap it up and take it home. Akira Tozawa wins by pinfall.
The time, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Akira Tozawa.
Well, what a surprise upset right there. Akira Tozawa picking up the 1-2-3 over Latino Heat, who was heavily favored to win this matchup. Well, he's got no alibi. We'll be back with more Snarl right after this message.
Tonight, a rivalry, a blood feud, a full year in the making, comes to its final conclusion. In their last ever confrontation, ladies Triple Crown Champion Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote and Women's International Champion Whip Kid and Jody Voigt locked inside the hell in a cell.
The ring official calling for the stretcher and the med techs who have been on standby. I guess the adrenaline has finally worn off. This is just awful.
And Jody, just every bit as battered and bruised as Danielle, standing there gloating like she just won this match.
No, Hells Bells, no. Jody snapped. She's going after Danielle on the stretcher. Are you serious right now? She's lost her mind. Everybody's trying to hold her back. And Danielle didn't need to be. I don't believe she knocked over that gurney. That woman's out of her mind.
Holy Hannah, this is insane. Now Jody Boric has collapsed from exhaustion as well, using up her remaining reserves to strike out at Liberty Bell like Captain Ahab to Moba Dick. We've got another dirty end set of med techs for Jody now. It's like I said at the start, there were no winners here, and who knows how long they're going to both be out of commission.
So many slams, so many falls from the top of the cell. I'm sure this is that neither one of them has ever experienced.
That still is just awful to watch. Well, 2 weeks have come and gone, and according to Dr. Beverly Sims Barnett, Danielle Heathcote is healing very well and is expected to be out of bed and starting rehabilitative physical therapy in just another few days. And while Danielle is hoping to make it to the Supercard on the 28th, it's still going to take another 2 weeks before her final examination at the 28-day mark. And there's still no guarantees. As for Jody Boric, she may be in bed for a while longer, with her injuries being a bit more severe. But the plan is for Jody to start physical therapy soon as well, just not as soon as Danielle. That's where these two ladies stand. More on their stories in the coming days, and we'll be right back with more Snarl.
All right, folks, as the Snarl train rolls along, Legends Tag Team action with my buddies Mil Mascaras and the Blue Demon, the men from Lucha, set to go up against the reunified team of the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. Long time no see, fellas.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, a Legend Division Tag Team contest set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first at a combined weight of 465 pounds, both from Mexico City, Mexico, the man of 1,000 masks, Mil Mascaras, and the Blue Demon, the men from Lucha.
My pals, my buddies, my ace coon boom, Milt Mascaras and the Blue Demon, along with El Santo and a host of others. The Man from Lucha, we had a wonderful time shooting that movie in Mexico. We are going to pin the link to that movie. The YouTube channel is Their Guns Wild. We're going to pin the link to the return of the Men from Lucha to this matchup. If you want to check out the movie directed by Hangman Tex Lynch and starring Milt Mascaras and the Blue Demon, it'll be right here.
That's a pretty shameless plug, Tex. That's not like you at all.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 562 pounds from the former Soviet Union, Nikolai Volkov, and from Tehran, Iron Sheik.
With his regular tag partner Tojo Yamamoto unavailable tonight, looks like Shiki Babies called in a solid from his old tag mate, Nikolai Volkov of Red Star Confederation. Man, I haven't seen these guys working as a team in forever. But hey, anything can happen here, right?
Correctamundo, as the Fonz used to say, GB, from friends to bitter enemies, then back to friends and partners again. Iron Sheik and Nikolai had their taste of tag team gold. Who's to say they might not decide to work together after this?
Let's see what they can do against Mascaras and Blue Demon.
All right, it's going to be the Man of 1,000 Masks and Shiki Baby starting us off in this one. Here we go. Referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell. They come center ring. Iron Sheik misses with one kick, catches him with another one. Mascaras. Oh, man, shoulder breaker from the Iron Sheik. Mascaras locks him up, kicking midsection in the DDT. Down goes the Iron Sheik. Mascaras misses with a double boot stomp. Counters with a hard right. The Iron Sheik backed up by a punch, a kick. Counters with a kick of his own. Iron Sheik whips Milt Mascaras to the far corner. Mascaras counters with an elbow. Locks up the Iron Sheik. Whip over neck whip and a grind of a boot into the face. Oh, man. Rough. Milt Mascaras rounds up the Iron Sheik. Escorts him to his team's corner. The Men from Lucha's corner. And here it goes, the Blue Demon tagged in, and here we go. Oh, this is going to be good. Blue Demon, double axe handle across the arm of the Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik locks up the Blue Demon. Blue goes over the top rope and onto the floor. Iron Sheik follows him on out. Iron Sheik tried to roll him back into the ring, but he wouldn't go. Iron Sheik counters the Blue Demon, splashes him on the outside. Referee Walt Rothburn already counting. Blue Demon catches a kick to the midsection from the Iron Sheik with those pointy Persian boots. Blue Demon with a set of knees right into the midsection of Shiki Baby. Blue Demon makes his way back inside. Iron Sheik going after Milt Mascaras as well, getting a little bit greedy on the other side of town. Blue Demon on the top turnbuckle going after Iron Sheik. Fails to connect with the splash, crashes and burns on the mats outside. Nasty. Iron Sheik rolls Milt Mascaras back inside. Blue Demon brings in Nikolai Volkov the hard way. Hard right from the Blue Demon to Nikolai Volkov. Iron Sheik with a series of kicks to the chest of Milt Mascaras, and he's still on the outside. Iron Sheik drives a knee into the midsection of Blue Demon, covers one. Blue Demon gets the shoulder up real quick, rolls himself outside the ring, goes after Volkov. Oh, tried for the clubbing right, but the Iron Sheik right there to back up his partner. Delivers a clubbing right instead to the chest of the Blue Demon. Blue Demon rounded up. Front cradle. Iron Sheik slams him into the lip of the apron. Down goes the Blue Demon. Oh, man. Men from Lucha having a pretty rough time here against the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. Sheik rolled into the... Oh, man, pitched into the ring steps. And he's feeling that one. Blue Demon going back to work on Nikolai. Pitches him back inside the ring the hard way. Goes after Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik drives a knee into the midsection. Clubbing double axe handle across the back of the Blue Demon. Nikolai Volkov seeing the pretty birdies. Oh, man. Kick to the midsection from the Iron Sheik. Rounds him up. Slams him down. Oh, man. Iron Sheik goes for the cover. One. Blue Demon gets the shoulder up. Nikolai Volkov still on stun streak. Huh. Okay. Iron Sheik with a kick to the back of the Blue Demon. You might want to think about tagging out. Enziguri to the head of the Iron Sheik. Nikolai Volkov finally finds his way to his corner. Blue Demon trying to make his way out finally does. Here comes Mil Mascaras. The man of 1,000 masks locks it up with the Iron Sheik, whipped to the ropes. Iron Sheik tries for the elbow. Mil Mascaras just a step too fast, kind of Olayed out of the way. Fails to connect with the drop kick. Iron Sheik puts on the brakes, locks up, kick to the midsection for Mil Mascaras. A knee to the midsection and a series of kicks to the chest. Down goes Mil Mascaras, steps outside quickly to regroup. Iron Sheik stalking him. Makes his way to the outside on the wrong side of town. Elbow to the head. Mascaras catches an elbow to the head himself. Iron Sheik goes behind. Drives the knee into the back of Mil Mascaras. Blue Demon catches one from the Iron Sheik, counters, backs up the Iron Sheik. Mil Mascaras with a throat chop to the Iron Sheik. Kick to the back. Cheeky Baby counters with a kick to the head of Mil Mascaras. Nikolai Volkov brought in on this one. Blue Demon tagged in. Wicked shot from Nikolai Volkov. Blue Demon counters quickly back up on his feet, locks up with Nikolai. Hard right takes down Nikolai Volkov, stomp to the midsection. Mil Mascaras on the outside recovering. Nikolai Volkov. Kick to the midsection. Hip toss from the Blue Demon. Blue Demon rounds him up. Another hard right. Nikolai Volkov goes down again. And now, oh man, just forearms across the head. And now another set of forearms across the... Man, Blue Demon just whipping on Nikolai Volkov. Mil Mascaras still not at his corner. Blue Demon drives an elbow into the back of Nikolai Volkov, having to do it all by himself. Goes for a cover. One. Volkov quickly with the shoulder up. Nikolai Volkov. Snap suplex by the Blue Demon. Man, he rolled on that one. Volkov's head slammed into the canvas. Blue Demon waiting for Nikolai Volkov. And it was, well, you waited and got what you got. Kick to the head. Nikolai Volkov countered. Blue Demon quickly back up on his feet. Charges. Kitchen sink knee into the midsection. Goes after the Iron Sheik. Brings him back in. Mil Mascaras finally back on his feet and back at his corner. Snap suplex for the Iron Sheik. Volkov. Whoa, did you see that top rope drop kick from Nikolai Volkov? Wow. Blue Demon tags in Mil Mascaras. Nikolai Volkov a little bit too proud of himself. Mascaras rebounds off the ropes, fails to connect with his move. A kick to the face for Mil Mascaras from Nikolai Volkov. Volkov choking Mil Mascaras with the top rope. Locks up Mil Mascaras. Nikolai Volkov takes him to his team's corner, drives his back into the turnbuckle, and just tosses him center ring. Nikolai Volkov driving a knee into the leg of the man of 1,000 masks. Well, this one has been a wild tag team match so far, huh? Volkov catching elbows to the midsection from Mil Mascaras. Mascaras, beautiful, nicely done. Hurricane Rana. A basement dropkick. Nikolai Volkov steps outside the Iron Sheik. Catches a shoulder from Mascaras. Down he goes too. Mil Mascaras rolls Nikolai Volkov back inside the ring. Volkov back on his feet. Here comes Mil Mascaras over the top rope. Volkov misses with the running kick. Catches a knee to the midsection from Mil Mascaras. Whipped into the far corner, Nikolai Volkov. Mascaras charges, clothesline, takes down the big Russian. Stomp to the midsection from Mil Mascaras. Now a stomp to the shoulder. A stomp to the midsection. Just a stomping away. Mil Mascaras winds up the arm of Nikolai Volkov, snaps it. Oh, man. Okay. A stomp of the knee. Oh, Iron Sheik stepping in to help his partner. And not a minute too soon. Mascaras over the top rope, crashes and burns. That crossbody caught nothing but mats. Shot to the midsection from Mil Mascaras. Locks up Nikolai Volkov. Elbow to the head. Volkov. The forearm. Takes down Mil Mascaras. Blue Demon gets back to his post. Hurricane Rana from Mil Mascaras. Down goes Nikolai Volkov. Referee Walt Rothburn counting as Mil Mascaras makes his way back inside the ring. Blue Demon catches a knee to the head from Nikolai Volkov as the Russian Takes the long way home to get himself back inside the Iron Sheik. Catches a punch and a kick from Mil Mascaras, and down he goes. Oh! Hard forearm, down goes the Russian. Double boot stomp to the midsection, a kick to the chest. Mil Mascaras going topside here. Beautiful crossbody. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. It's all over.
The time, 8 minutes and 51 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, the men from Lucha.
Well, ye doggy, you go fellas. Mil Mascaras and the Blue Demon picking up a 3-count pinfall over Nikolai Volkov on the Iron Sheik. Pretty impressive stuff. Well, the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov didn't do too badly for themselves, but in the end, the men from Lucha picking up the 3-count and the win. We'll be back with more Snarl right after the break. Don't you go anywhere.
Our first half main event is a doozy. Our first title matchup tonight puts the Ladies Legends belt on the block as Powerhouse Patty Powers defends the strap from the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see the Glamazon back.
Our first half main event is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, and it is for the WL Ladies Legends Championship.
It was exactly a year ago, on Legends Showdown, the last time these two locked horns, and it seems like Beth Phoenix has found that one impossible and impassable opponent in Powerhouse Patty. But if she can get a 3-count or a tap-out, it would be all it would take to put the Glamazon back at the top of the pile.
This Ladies Legends title match is at the forefront of Beth's schedule, but she's also got her eyes on Lilith Morella for sidelining the Glamazon during her time as Naoko Hana. But Lilith is a story for another time, as Beth Phoenix devotes all her attention to this title match against the Ladies Triple Crowner.
Yep, sounds about right. Well, a lot of people might have forgotten Beth Phoenix being injured by Naoko Hana, but I'll tell you one person who didn't. Beth Phoenix. Powerhouse Patty, the Triple Crowner, with 2 out of 3 of her titles here tonight. And she's defending that Ladies Legend title against Beth Phoenix. 2 weeks ago, she defended the Gulf Coast Championship against Asia Kong. And she spent a couple of days out at the ranch with Danielle while she was healing up and getting better. It was really nice. We got a lot of messages and cards and letters and support and all kinds of stuff from fans. And hey, some of the other ladies in the locker room, they sent messages too. It was really nice. Danielle and Jeannie Parker had a real nice conversation for about 20 minutes the other day.
It's like Danielle said before the cell match with Jody Dvorak. Danielle's not kidding when she says she's got friends in the locker room besides her tag team partner.
And we sure been finding it out since Danielle's been getting better after that cell match. That's really amazing.
I think it's safe to say that we're all pretty much behind Patty in this title defense. And since her track record against the Glamazon is so solid, there's no reason not to favor the champ.
Introducing first the challenger from Buffalo, New York. She is the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
Well, the Glamazon's in rare form tonight, guys.
Her opponent from Tampa, Florida. She's NRWL Ladies Triple Crown Champion and the reigning Ladies Legends Champion, Powerhouse Patty Powers.
The lady of the 80s Powerhouse Patty, no doubt looking to ringside and not seeing Liberty Bell standing there. It's got to hit different from Patty, but she's got to maintain focus to retain the title and her Triple Crown status.
A pretty solid match to wrap up the first hour. Walt Rothburn rings the bell. The ladies come center ring. Beth Phoenix charges, takes down Patty with a shoulder tackle. Patty Powers back up on her feet. The Glamazon has her up over the shoulders in a torture rack, a submission Canadian backbreaker, but Patty Powers finding her way out of it. Back on her feet again. Locks up with the Glamazon. Flips her to the far corner, charges, and there's a splash, and whoa, what a splash. Down goes the Glamazon. Beth Phoenix counters with an enziguri, takes Patty Powers down. Patty catches a stomp. The Glamazon driving her weight right into the lower back of Patty Powers. Clubbing overhand right. The Ladies Legends Championship on the line here. Cross body from Patty Powers. Powerhouse Patty turns her over. Beth Phoenix counters, gets back up on her feet. Patty Powers using the ropes to get herself back to a standing position outside on the apron. Not a good place to be. Beth Phoenix rounds her up, drapes her over the top rope. Clubbing overhand right brings Patty Powers in pretty roughly. The Glamazon rolls her over, goes for a cover. One, but just a one. Patty Powers getting the left shoulder up. Clubbing overhand right from the Glamazon. Beth Phoenix sets her up for a power bomb, and oh, there it is. Ow, man, that's not good. Patty Powers catching a power bomb here from the Glamazon. A kick to the leg. Beth Phoenix determined to try and wrest that Ladies Legends Championship away from Patty. Swing and a miss from Patty Powers. Patty whips her into the far corner. Can't get the splash this time. Beth Phoenix counters with a kick. A knee to the midsection from Patty Powers. Patty whips her to the other far corner. Tries for the splash again, but Beth Phoenix says, no, you don't. Goes behind on Patty. Sets her up. Clubbing overhand right to the chest. Down goes Powerhouse Patty Powers. The Glamazon doing a little better against Patty than usual this evening. Who can say? Maybe we will get a new Ladies Legends champion. Patty Powers laid out. Here comes Beth Phoenix up the top rope. Elbow drop across the back. But Beth Phoenix covers. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, but no. It's another near fall for the Glamazon, but nowhere near victory. Beth Phoenix tried for the powerbomb again, but Patty Powers turns it into a back body drop. Nice counter from Powerhouse Patty. She's got her by the hair. Up, and there goes Goldilocks. Slammed down to the canvas. Beth Phoenix rounded up again. Patty Powers shoves her down pretty hard. Wow. Patty rounds her up. And again, shoves her down, rolls her ass over tea kettle. Double axe handle right across the chest, takes her down one more time. A driving knee across the back. Patty Powers firing on all cylinders. Warp engines at full speed, all the way up and all the way down with an elbow drop across the back of Beth Phoenix. A driving knee into the back of the Glamazon. And now Beth Phoenix trying to find some safety. Whoa, man, Patty Powers tried the high-risk maneuver. It did not pay off. Crash and burn on the outside. As referee Walt Rothburn begins the count. The Glamazon rolls Patty Powers back inside the ring. She's going to take the long way home, coming back inside too. Patty Powers moves in right away, catches a chop from the Glamazon. Beth Phoenix has her all the way up for the long, stalling vertical suplex. Boom, there it is. Beth Phoenix trying to assert some control here. Beth Phoenix gets countered. Another double axe handle from Patty. Another shot that takes the Glamazon down again. Swing and a miss from Beth Phoenix. And whoa, flying clothesline from Patty Powers. Into the corner goes Beth Phoenix and catches that devastating splash again. Patty Powers covers, hooks the leg. 1, but just barely a 1. Beth Phoenix powering out real quick. Patty Powers rounds her up. Kick to the midsection. Oh, man, here we go. Oh, look at this. Whoa, man, destroyer roll. That could be the end right there. Patty Powers covers. 1, 2. Oh, man. Beth Phoenix still with a lot of steam in the tank. Patty Powers comes back down off the middle rope. Beth Phoenix comes back inside the ring, catches a knee to the midsection. Patty's got her up over the shoulders, but Beth Phoenix quickly counters, chop block, takes Patty Powers down center ring. Basement dropkick evaded by Patty Powers. Goes behind on Beth Phoenix. Whoa, man! Short arm clothesline from Powerhouse Patty. Determined to hang on to the Ladies Legends Championship. And now this is looking more like the Patty Powers versus Beth Phoenix we know. With Beth Phoenix mostly laid out on the canvas, taking a beating from Patty Powers. Patty all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Elbow drop right across the chest of the Glamazon. Patty rebounds off the ropes. Cross body splash. And that's a lot of weight coming down across the chest of Beth Phoenix. Patty Powers stalking the Glamazon here. Rounds her up, has her up. Look at the power here. Beautiful sit-out slam from Powerhouse Patty. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and another near fall. The Glamazon getting that right shoulder up. Patty Powers starting to get a little bit frustrated here. Has her by the hair again and just, slams her right back down. Patty Powers gonna do it again. She liked it so much the first time. Look at this. Patty Powers talking about, yes, I possess that knowledge. Oh, now. Okay. Patty Powers rounds her up. Knee to the midsection from the Glamazon. Patty locks her up again. Kick to the midsection from Patty. And she's going to try it again. There's that rolling destroyer. And, oh, man. Oh, did you see the way her back just bent? Jawjacker from the Glamazon. All right. Beth Phoenix has her up over the shoulders in a submission. There's that Canadian backbreaker again. Patty Powers is going to have to find her way out. And yes, she does. Look at that. Beautifully done by Powerhouse Patty. Patty locks up the Glamazon. Whips her to the ropes. Here she comes. Up and over. Back body drop for the Glamazon. An elbow right to the top of the dome. Beth Phoenix counters with a kick. Gets back up on her feet. Patty rolls to the outside. Beth Phoenix decides she's going to join her. But right. And Patty Powers catches her with a gut-wrench suplex on the outside. Patty rounds up the Glamazon again. Rolls her back inside the ring. And oh man, Beth Phoenix not looking too good. Patty Powers taking her time coming back inside the ring. I think she's got this one in the bag. All the way up on the top rope. Diving elbow across the back again. Beth Phoenix really starting to pay here. A stomp across the head. A knee across the back. Another stomp to the back. Patty Powers firmly in control at this point. A stomp to the leg. Beth Phoenix with nowhere to go and nothing to do. All the way up on the middle rope. Beautiful crossbody across the back from Patty Powers. The Ladies Legends champ determined to hang on to that belt. Whips Beth Phoenix to the corner. Here's the charge. Oh, counter. Patty Powers. Sent knocked back a couple of feet. Whip to the ropes. Elbow across the face. Down goes Patty Powers. The Glamazon trying to reassert control here. A soccer kick to the midsection. And now raining hard right hands on the head of Powerhouse Patty. A stomp to the midsection. And another. And the Glamazon displaying a little spitefulness here. A soccer kick to the midsection to Patty. And the Glamazon now stalking the Ladies Legends champion. This could be disastrous right here. Goes behind. Here it is. Here it comes, the Glam Slam. And this is definitely could be the end right here. 1, 2. But no, Patty Powers finding her way out. Look at Beth Phoenix. She absolutely cannot believe it. But you better believe it. It happened. Stomp to the midsection. Another soccer kick to the gut from the Glamazon, who is also starting to display some frustration. Patty makes her way back inside the ring. Catches a knee to the midsection to the Glamazon. Hard right spins her around. Patty goes behind. Drives a knee into the back of Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix rolls out to the floor. Patty Powers going high risk all the way off the top turnbuckle to the floor below. Waiting for Beth Phoenix to stand herself up. Here she goes. Boom! Crossbody right across the chest of the Glamazon. As the referee begins the count. And Patty Powers begins to lay into the Glamazon on the outside. What a matchup we've had here. Ladies Legends match to wrap up the first half, and it has been a ride and a half. Beth Phoenix doing a little bit better than usual against Patty Powers, but so far, Patty's still in control. Oh, man, jumping elbow across the chest of the Glamazon. Patty Powers beating the head of Beth Phoenix against the mats. Oh, man, diving butt bump right into the lower abdomen. Patty rounds her up again. Slams her head into the canvas. She's going to be in all kinds of pain after this one. Again, by the hair, slammed down to the mats. Patty Powers rounds up Beth Phoenix, locks her up, rolls her back inside the ring. Looks like this might actually be the end. Patty, all the way up on the top rope, high risk jumping elbow across the back of the Glamazon. A stomp to the back. Now a rebound off the ropes, and another crossbody. And Beth Phoenix looks like she's done. Patty Powers stalking the Glamazon. But look at that, Beth Phoenix counters and a spear Takes Patty Powers down. Well, how about that right there? Patty Powers counters. Drops a couple of rights into the head of Beth Phoenix. Looks like this could be the end. Patty Powers looks like she's warming up the bus here. Powerhouse Patty rounds up the Glamazon. Counter from Beth Phoenix. They lock up. Knee to the midsection from the Glamazon. Beth Phoenix battling back again. Patty whipped to the ropes. Duck under from the Glamazon. And an elbow takes Patty Powers down. What a roller coaster ride this sucker's been. Patty whipped to the far corner. Beth Phoenix moving in slow. The Glamazon has her up against Scoop, slams her down. Beth Phoenix with a kick to Patty. Patty locks her up. Beautiful suplex from Patty Powers. Going for a quick cover here. 1, 2, 3. Patty Powers retains the Ladies Legends title.
The time 11 minutes and 13 seconds. Your winner by pinfall and still Ladies Legends champion, Powerhouse Patty Powers.
Well, now the lady of the 80s winning this one for her tag team partner, Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote, retaining the Ladies Legends Championship against the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. And it does seem indeed like Patty Powers definitely has Beth Phoenix's number. I don't know if he's ever going to get another win against Patty Powers ever again in this world.
Sure does seem that way, doesn't it? It's like Beth has hit a block when it comes to Patty Powers. Maybe now she turn her attention to her vendetta with Lilith Morella instead.
Might not be a bad idea. We'll be back with the second half in just a minute.
Hi, RWL fans. Steve Hercules Groves from RWL Rage. And before the second half of tonight's card gets started, we wanted to extend an extra special thank you to all our fans, viewers, subscribers, and guests for your interest in RWL Wrestling. We're coming up on 8 years on YouTube, and we're still growing with over 660 subscribers and over 5,100 videos available for you to enjoy. We're publishing Snarl and Rage regularly with bonus shows throughout the month. We also wanted to thank our top comment posters, great folks like Luis Villarreal, Danielle Gross, and Floyd Da Barber. Your comments help the channel grow, so please keep them coming. And hey, let us know what you like and what you don't about our WL. And so, if you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell for your permanent ringside seats to our WL Wrestling, the single greatest wrestling league that never was. From all of us who put the shows together to all of you, again, thank you